What a sick fuck.
The hardest 3 thrusts. Dude, I'm tripping my balls off.
Come to my house telling me to shut the fuck up and then telling me to reel it back in. Welcome to the AgroLabs podcast. My name is Cameron, and today in studio with me, I got Tyler motherfucking Jones.
Hey.
And before the podcast starts, let me tell you, thank you for all the supporters and the listeners. Thank you for supporting us on Redbubble. You can find us at AgroLabs Fam. And thank you to my number one sponsor, OxyContin. You are the reason why I think podcast was such a great idea. Literally. So,
shout out Purdue Pharmaceuticals.
Thank you for Percocets for fucking up my nostrils. Please help support the podcast. And my number one supporter, my poor mother who listens to every single one of these. I don't know how you do it for 3 hours. Anyways, how you been, man? Good
for the most part. Living the dream, as the semi-suicidal white folks say.
Yeah, but you're not like white.
What am I? I've never been called anything other than white.
No. Like the white people. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean like mayonnaise sandwich white people?
Like go to Kroger's for one thing of Ben and Jerry's and go home white people.
Oh,
and they pull off in like the Acura.
No. I'm poor.
Yeah. You're a white person.
Yeah.
But you're not white. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like not like stereotypical white person, nah.
Yeah, you don't like go to Chaps to buy like 2 plaid shirts that are the same color.
I put pepper on my food and stuff.
Some garlic.
Yeah, I'll mix it up a little bit. Adobo.
What's adobo?
You don't know what adobo is?
No, dude, put me on.
It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's salty, but it's, I don't know, it's delicious. It's good in chicken breading. It's fire.
I got an air fryer. It changed my life.
Yeah.
Changed my fucking life, bro.
I'm a fan.
It made it so much easier and simpler.
I don't like cook anything real in it. Just frozen food, but it's tasty.
Chicken tenders, bro. Chicken nuggies. Mm-hmm. Cutting up the tenderloins.
Yeah, I don't even go that far.
Nah,
just French
pizza
bread
rolls.
French bread pizzas and fucking chicken nuggets.
That's okay, dude.
Me and my 3-year-old's diet is pretty much the same.
Dude, I mean, when you're eating French bread pizzas, you're pretty much getting the whole pyramid, the food pyramid, in one meal.
Yeah.
Got your tomatoes.
Yep. Praise God.
Got your dairy with the cheese.
Yeah.
Some carbohydrates.
Yeah.
If you're feeling special, get the supreme flatbread with the green peppers and onions.
I get
everything.
I get the 3 meat.
I wonder if that's real meat. You think that's real meat?
I mean, at some point it came from a pig. I don't know how many steps it's gone through before it gets to my plate. More than I could probably fit on 2 hands. But at one point it was a pig.
Do you... I wonder what part of the pig it came from.
I don't.
I want to know what processed sausage, flatbread pizza sausage. I want to know where exactly it came from on a pig. I'm
just out here living my life, man. I don't have time to, sit and ponder such deep questions.
It's not that deep, dude. I just want to know.
I
want to know where they're getting the crumblies, dude.
Go to our meatpacking plant,
dude. I went to a pumpkin farm.
Me too.
Yeah, and they had like a little pig petting area or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like baby pigs, right?
Okay.
And you get to feed them and all that. And I was so pissed. I'm fucking trying to feed these baby piglets, right? And you got like 3 over here and like 1 facing me. And the one that was facing me, was facing me with its ass, right? And I'm feeding the other 3.
That's not facing you, but okay.
Well,
continue.
Generally speaking,
all right.
Face down, ass up, looking at me. His brown eye was winking at. His brown eye was facing me.
It's hot.
And I'm feeding these other piggies, these piglets, and this motherfucker takes a shit right next to my face. No common decency. I mean, I'm talking about. I could literally hear the visceral splatter on the ground. That's how close it was.
Some people pay good money for that. Hard-earned money.
I did.
I did.
I paid. Yeah, it was like $20 for a couple cups of feed.
Really?
Yeah, it was like fucking like $20, like $6 for the admission and like $4 every cup.
Inflation's a motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, you tell me about it, dude. I drive a fucking Kia Forte. Haha. Of course, right? I drive a Kia Forte out of all fucking cars. And it literally takes 12 gallons of gas to fill my tank, right? And it's $42. Somewhere around there.
No, it's not.
I swear to God.
It's just not.
It's
not that much.
I lied. It was like 12.5, 13 or something. Yeah. It's somewhere around there. It was like $41 and some change when I fucking last filled up.
Mine's like 85.
What do you drive?
An F-150. I'm about to sell it.
You're burning through it, dude.
If gas gets to 350, it's gone. I'm trying to buy a truck.
Do you think it's gonna get to 350?
I don't fucking know. Who knows? I have no idea. It hasn't gotten cheaper lately. I know that.
Have you seen those like wage comparison charts where they compare wages from like 60 years ago to now?
Yeah.
It makes me feel like such a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's crazier when it's compared to like spending power too. Because some factor in like just the straight wage, some factor in inflation, but then some factor in inflation plus this actual spending power, like not just the value of the dollar, but what the value of that dollar buys you relative to food and gas and everything else, and it's bad.
We're getting fucked, dude.
I mean,
we're getting fucked, man. Listen. I didn't like communism for a long time. I'm all ready for it.
It's not. It doesn't work great.
No, but dude. I mean, listen, dude. They could sell me anything and I'd buy it at this point. I'd be like, yeah, all right, that'll be better. This will be better. This will work out.
I mean, when America was quote unquote great, the top marginal tax rate was like 90%.
You see the TARTA? You see the TARTA tax they just accepted?
No.
So for those of you who don't know, I live in Toledo. It's probably.
Do you get a lot of outside of Toledo listeners?
Sometimes, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, I track it. on Spreaker. But for those of you who are listening who never are privileged and never rode a TARTA bus before, you rode a TARTA?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Okay. The literal worst bus ride in your entire life.
It's not great.
I mean, it's free now. It's so bad they made it free.
No, they made it free because of COVID, I think.
It's so bad they were like, we're not making any money of this. Let's just drive homeless people around all day.
For sure.
Let's give the mental health people some place to go that's warm during this incredible crisis. And the crisis isn't coronavirus. It's that they can't make money off of it, so why not make it free? They're now going to tax us. They're going to make a sales tax for Lucas County for a TARTA.
A separate sales tax?
Yeah.
Oh.
For a TARTA.
It can't be that much.
Fuck, I don't care how much it is. How much? Dude, you know how many vouchers they're handing out?
I mean, I was one of those like homeless people riding TARTA bus to keep warm, so like I can't really be that mad about
it. Yeah. I mean, so was I, but I never got it for free.
I did. I did. Dude, yeah, when Rona hit, like, we were walking to like, boost shit. And then when Rona hit, because, I mean, we couldn't even come up with $4 for both of us to ride the bus. And then when Rona hit, TARTA was free. It's like, yeah, like, just riding to the mall and shit, stealing a bunch of shit.
State-funded boosting.
Yeah.
The state's your Uber.
Yeah, thanks, communism.
The state's just picking you up like, here, we'll help you out. Don't worry about it. Fucking, yeah, no, dude, listen, when I was homeless, dude, you ever seen those TARTA tokens?
Yes.
Dude, those were great for trade value.
You want to buy some tokens?
You want to buy some tokens? I need a Newport.
Yeah.
I need me a fucking Newport, buddy, because I haven't smoked all day.
Two for $1.
Two for a token.
Two for $1. You need 2 tokens for $1.
I walked into over off of Ashland. This is how I know times are hard. I walked in over onto Ashland, and I made a stop. I got something to drink, and someone I was with wanted a Lucy, so that's why I went there in the first place to get a single. These motherfuckers are selling 305s.
Yeah,
they're selling 305s, man.
Yeah, what did you expect them to sell? Marlboros?
That's what they used to do.
Newports?
Yeah, back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
2 for $1, get a Newport. I don't know. It was. I don't know. Times have changed, dude. Times have changed. Free TARTA buses. Sales tax for TARTA.
You worry too much.
No, I don't worry. I just don't. I need something to talk about.
Yeah, I hear you. No, I mean it's whatever. I'm gonna pay taxes on something for something always, forever.
This is how poor I am. I had to buy Dunkin' Donuts today.
Yeah, it's I mean, this is a Dunkin' Donuts kind of podcast. You promised me Starbucks, and I should have known better. This is definitely a Dunkin' Donuts kind of podcast.
Well, listen, I thought you were gonna get there at 7:30, so I'm like rushing around, and I'm like, fuck, dude, Starbucks is way too far away.
Just be grateful it's not fucking Speedway.
Yeah, dude, I thought about Speedway. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie about it. I thought about Speedway, and like, here's the thing: they're not changing out Speedway hot coffee. Some 20-year-old kids just letting it sit in that pot. Yeah. They're just letting it sit there, dude.
What am I working for? A promotion to fucking what?
Oh, general manager?
Of the gas station?
Wow, I've been waiting my whole life for this.
And their show's so short staffed now. It's like, that's just one hop. There's one other guy that works there, and that's the general manager. You just gotta wait it out. You don't even have to do it. You just gotta wait till they get pissed and quit.
It's like your training is about how to prepare roller food. You know what I mean? Like they're like giving you serve safe tips on fucking roller food.
Yeah.
They're giving you a coronavirus breakdown in the gas station.
It's true.
Just some fat, sweaty guy eating hot dogs right next to you with his mask off.
Medical advice. That's true.
They're giving you Narcan training as a GM.
That would be the most valuable training that you could have at a Speedway, let's be honest.
They got Narcan on deck in the back. They got a SWAT suit.
Last time I went out of town for work, we drove to Georgia and we passed through Columbus. And the heroin epidemic hit Columbus before it hit everywhere else. Most places anyway. And they had fucking, I don't remember what chain of gas station it was, but they actually had those. I saw a meme of it. It was like in Switzerland or somewhere in Scandinavia where they have blue lights in the bathrooms so that you can't see your veins, and they had the blue lights.
What the fuck?
But what's really weird is they had the blue lights, but then they also had a sharps container in the bathroom. So it's like,
you're giving me mixed signals, man.
It's like you can't shoot dope here, but if you figure it out, please dispose of your needles properly.
Hey, if you miss, go ahead, chalk it up, throw it out. That's fucking. Where was this at?
Columbus. What was it? West Columbus? Just west of Columbus, off 70?
Nah, man. I've never been to Columbus.
What?
I've never been to Columbus. I've been to Cleveland. I've been to Dayton. Been to Cincinnati. Been to Toledo.
You've never been to Columbus?
No. It just doesn't sound.
You've never been to the seat of your state's government?
No.
The first Wendy's is in Columbus, Ohio.
The very first Wendy's.
The very first Wendy's. I don't know if it's still there, but it was when I was a kid.
So like,
it's just a Wendy's with pictures.
It's a museum. Ohio's so boring, dude. Ohio's so boring, dude. They're making motherfuckers pay for Wendy's museum trips.
Ohio's not that bad.
No,
Ohio gets a bad. We have the best amusement park in the world. Like 100 years running.
I don't know about best.
I mean, maybe Dubai's got a better one now. Got a roller coaster going off the Burj Khalifa and shit.
Goes underwater.
Yeah. Yeah, that they have to fucking import from somewhere else because there's no fucking water there.
Oh, only Saudi kings get to go on that ride, though. Everyone else has to take the elevator and watch them ride it.
Act like they enjoy it.
Wow, so cool.
And if you're not smiling, lose a hand.
Yeah, like they gouge your eyes out, cut out your tongue, push you off the ramp.
Yeah, and you're over here bitching about a tart attack.
Well, that's because, listen, we talked about this on the podcast before, not me and you specifically, but we talked about on the podcast about American privilege. You know,
it's great.
Like that's what we really have when we talk about privilege. It's like the privilege to not know what the fuck you're talking about it, but still talk about it.
Yeah, God bless it.
You know, like just all the way around the board, dude. Just being like, I'm an American. I'm gonna stand up for my rights.
Pretty sure that's American exceptionalism. I think that's what that means. It literally is what. I mean, it's a piece of American exceptionalism.
Dude, it's I don't know. I'm glad we live in Ohio though, because I think we miss a lot of those people. Like, I don't think there's that many people here like that.
Which people?
They're gonna take our jobs.
Man,
I think so. I don't think we got a lot of them.
Have you ever left Toledo? Like, drive 5 miles in any direction. We're, like, pretty much right in the middle of Toledo right now. Drive 5 miles in any direction.
Maybe I just don't associate with those people then. Or maybe,
you associate with city folk mostly.
Yeah.
And, like, even if they're a little bit more leaning that way, they're not super hardcore.
You ever just, like... You can tell, like, when some people feel, like, comfortable enough with you to, like, try and, like, push their, like, views on. You're like, yeah, this shit. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. I see you for what you are. You know what I mean?
People get comfortable with you and, like, the racism comes out.
Yeah. You know what I mean? They're like, there's just one guy.
But you can tell they're testing it, like...
Yeah.
How far can I go?
They're just sticking their toes in.
You know how they are.
Yeah.
Who's that? Oh, no one.
Has this ever happened to you before? And they just start talking about a situation you know nothing about. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And then they backpedal.
No. What I really meant. Yeah. What I really meant.
I've probably done it before.
Listen, no one wants to be that guy in the argument who's like, listen, I'm not racist. I got a black friend. Like that. Like, have you ever seen those guys have arguments?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. Like, that's the worst argument to have.
I had one in the mirror yesterday.
but like, for real, bro, to be sitting there in an argument and to be like, I'm not racist. You're not winning that argument.
My favorite line in the English language is, I'm not racist, but it just... like, my hair stands on end, like I get a shot of adrenaline. I'm like, oh, here it comes.
It's gonna go down. I was listening to this one bit. I think it was Tom Segura. Maybe I'm lying, but it was talking about like white people just minding their business. I'm talking about how, like,
how if a black dude's getting jumped, like other people are jumping in. It's white people like, I don't know that fucking guy.
Yeah, they just keep walking.
Yeah,
it's the truth.
I dig it.
Yo, listen, white people are the most NPC, non-playable characters.
Yeah,
that's what we are, bro.
I mean, I dig it. There's just too many of us. Like, I can't be responsible for all the white people's problems. You know what I mean? Like, if there was less of us, I could, like, pick up more of the slack, but there's 200 million white people in this country.
Yeah, you don't got big enough shoulders.
Nah, man. Nah.
You don't got big enough shoulders, dude. So I literally watch TikTok for the cringe. I watch TikTok for moments like that where I get to, like, watch people, like, I get to watch certain people, like, just, it's like, why would you ever post this on the fucking internet? Like, what made you think that was going to work out in any way, shape, or form?
I don't TikTok.
You should not TikTok, but you should watch it.
I mean, I've seen TikToks because it's bled into all other social media now.
Yeah.
But, like, the girl I was seeing was super into TikTok. Would always send them to me, and I'd watch those. But, like, I don't have a TikTok.
She would, like, relate the TikToks to your guys' relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you guys were having, like mini side conversations through TikTok.
No, she was. I couldn't send one back because I don't know how to do that.
And you're like, well, that's cool. I'm going to go back to work now. I don't know why. I don't know why I checked my phone for this.
Pretty much. Well, it wouldn't, like, pop right up either because I don't have the TikTok app, so it would have to, like, route me through the actual web domain, and it would take forever. And
that Metro PCS guy is just tapping that button on the other end, trying to get you through to a TikTok video, dude.
I'm convinced TikTok's fucking Chinese spying.
No, it is.
It absolutely is.
100%.
There's no way it's not.
Dude, listen, this was wild. I was at the library the other day, and I'm sitting there, and the lady's like, just let everyone know our Wi-Fi is down. We're currently being hacked. And I'm like, what? Who would fucking hack the library just to see, like, everyone's... I mean, I know the addresses and the names and all that, but, like, what are you going to see? My fucking late charges, dude?
It's just data. It's just data. Data's valuable. Like, data's the biggest business in the world right now. Like, it's just information that, like, people are trying to hoard as much information as they can. In some ways, they know how to use it and manipulate it. And some of it, they're just keeping in their back pocket. Like, someday we'll figure out a way or a reason to use this. You know what I mean? And if you, like, know what people are searching, what people are reading, you can manipulate them. Like, I saw I saw a headline. I think it was in Politico. I didn't read the story because I'm just trying to not. The Q people.
The QAnon people, they are crazy.
The Q people. They met in like some park in Texas, I think, because Q told them, or fucking whatever, that
some asshole on Reddit,
that fucking JFK Jr. was coming back. John F. Kennedy Jr. died in a plane crash like 25 years ago. Like, I was a kid.
These are the same people that think Jesus is coming back.
Well, and that's the thing, though. Like, and when I saw that, I'm like 100% sure that Q is either foreign intelligence or American intelligence, just trying to figure out, like, what can we get people to do? How do we get people to do it? Like, what do we have to do? What kind of person does this? Like, they're just trying to figure out how to manipulate people.
No, I think it's foreign. I don't think it's our intelligence.
The CIA wouldn't do something.
No.
Would the CIA do something like that?
No, but here's the thing. I think this because the CIA doesn't need any more data on how to control people because they've been doing it forever, bro. In America,
not that good at it.
In America, come on, they've been doing it for a long time.
Do you think the Castros would still be in Cuba if they were that good at it?
I don't know. I think that when we talk about America, I think that when we talk about stuff like this, we look at it as a skewed worldview still because, like, bro, China's not fucking scared of us.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not, dude. They got nice nuclear missiles flying around in space.
They're not that nice.
It's just posturing from our government, right? That's what we're seeing. We're just seeing posturing. Oh, we're still something, you know. We're
afraid of the Chinese, but they're afraid. They can't figure out how to launch planes off of an aircraft carrier. They haven't figured out how to do it. They suck at it. It's true. Like, they're trying to catch up, but they're not. Militarily, it's not the same. I mean, yeah, you could raise a 500 million person military, which is kind of scary.
Very scary, dude. They just win by default, dude. They just
throw more bodies. Yeah,
just really. It's like World
War Z.
So the zombies are just Chinese people with AK-47s.
Pretty much.
That's fucking scary.
Except they're like cheap Chinese-made AK-47s, and they don't quite work right.
They're prop
they
guns.
Just keep breaking.
They're prop guns.
They work for Alec Baldwin.
They don't even. Oh my god! Shout out to Alec Baldwin, dude. Really popping off on social media.
Poor guy.
For the first time in like 2 years.
Poor guy.
Can you imagine? What your last major television show? What was it?
Saturday Night Live?
No.
30 Rock?
30 Rock. Boom.
Yeah, but he was big on SNL when Trump was president.
Yeah, but like, dude, there's a bunch of fucking idiots on SNL who are big name for whatever reason.
Super not great, but
you know, so it's popular like, you imagine, dude, just your career being defined by this prop gun.
I just feel like his face was probably like that scene from Tiger King where dude accidentally blows his brains out and that guy puts his hand over his head. It's probably like that, just like, oh no.
And he immediately evacuates the scene.
I would.
His publicist was so pissed, dude.
I don't know. His publicist probably gets paid by the hour.
His publicist and PR guy was like, what the fuck are we going to do with this, dude?
Yeah.
His PR guy started making memes.
I feel bad for the guy, dude. That would suck.
Yeah, it would. But like, listen. I only have a special place in my heart for one person and one person only. All right?
Jesus?
No. I'm talking about Mr. Ford. I'm talking about
Henry, Gerald, Jack,
Rob Ford.
Rob Ford, the mayor of Toronto?
The crack-smoking Toronto mayor. He's the only one that gets a pass in my book. The only person in any type... And a fucking vote, dude. Listen, he's what America needs and what Canada never wanted.
That's true. You could be his publicist.
Listen, dude. I've talked about him many times in this podcast. He is just a perfect politician, dude. Just you Google image search him. The second image is him just smoking a fucking glass dick, dude, in some seedy hotel, bro. Right?
Yeah.
And he's honest about it.
He's not, though. He lied about it for a while.
Did he?
And then, like, the film came out and was like, oh, yeah, that was me. I think it's we had that in America. The fucking, what's his name? Washington, D.C.
What? Who?
A prostitute banging crack smoking mayor. We had this in, like, 1994.
Oh, let's get him in office.
He got reelected.
Yes, he did.
No, the guy in D.C.
I know. I bet he did.
There was a sting operation. The hooker was a cop. Or she was working for the cops.
I wonder if she fucked him.
The line is, that bitch set me up. That's the last thing you hear on tape. and then the people of Washington, D.C. were like, you know what?
He's a pretty good guy.
That's our guy.
What a snake den, dude.
He shares my values.
Prostitution and sex work.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like I think that's why Donald Trump won. I think he won purely based on him just being a jackass,
just banging prostitutes.
Yeah, people knew he was a scumbag, and it was more like him being raw and unfettered and dumb and unintelligent was a lot better than like someone in politics who was a career politician. I think
what people are attracted to with Donald Trump, and I get it, but like my brain doesn't work like this, but I understand a lot of people's do. Donald Trump offers simple solutions.
Yes.
And that's what people like because they can wrap their head around it. Because like everything is so big and so complicated. Like you've never heard Donald Trump like get asked a question like, "Why is this way?" And he's never answered the question well. Well, it's a combination of issues. Like it's like no, it's the Mexicans, or no, it's Hillary, or no, like it's get rid of this thing that is the problem. And everything will be better, but like the problem is that like they aren't simple problems.
No, these are like problems that like the minds of like think tanks try to think of.
Multiple really, really, really smart people can't quite figure out, and like, but people are attracted to that. They want their problems to be like, I don't have any money, go get a job. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but like it's impossible nowadays, right? Because it's like I hate when people say that because like it's not that way. It's not that way because I've been at like the bottom of the pay wage and I've been to like where I'm at now, right?
Which is slightly above the bottom of the pay wage. Right. And that's the truth, right? Like, yeah. like even if you make some money nowadays, like you're still not making money in a 9 to 5 or like, bro, I make more money than a 4-year college graduate. Depends on the 4-year college
Of course
graduate.
It depends. But half of the degrees I make more money than. So like what the fuck does that mean? What like waste like here's
learn to weld. That's what that means.
Yeah, here's my options: join a union, a skilled manual labor job, or go to college and pray to God that I get paid more money and waste more money in the process. Like, or have your own business. There's really 3 options: have your own business, do whatever you want to do. But I mean, it's not looking good for the majority of people.
I'm thinking about like either white collar crime or starting a cult.
I think cult's the way to go. I think soon society will shut down and we'll probably just live in like little hippie communes.
Yeah, I mean like. Give me 20% of your income. I get to fuck your wife, and I don't have to pay taxes on it.
No, you pay taxes to me, and your wife's the tax.
There's something where it's like guaranteed to get you into heaven or your money back. Like, I like it.
Yeah, what you get in return.
I want to go to that guy's seminar.
What you get in return is you get eternity with peace. You get to live eternity in peace. People will eat that shit the fuck up, dude.
That's the Purdue pharmaceutical marketing campaign.
Listen, shout out to Purdue, one of the sponsors of the podcast. Now that we're talking about it, Purdue's been great to us. They sent us a lot of merch over the past year during the release of this podcast. I don't have any really to post online. I don't have really any to post online or to make any post about it. However, most of their merch just went up my nose over the years. So shout out to Purdue.
Hey, you ever think about doing like B-rolls for like people that don't sponsor you and then like sending that to them, be like, hey, maybe you should pay me for this thing?
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing that right now. It's just unfettered, dude. I wonder if Purdue's ever going to listen to this, dude.
Probably not.
I wonder what like the people at Purdue tell themselves to work there every day.
Are you talking about like the minions, or are you talking about like?
No, I'm talking about the people.
Purdue family.
I'm talking about the people who know what the fuck's going on.
The people on that Hulu show.
Yeah, dude. The people who really know what's going on.
I doubt it's something they grapple with. For real.
So those are their problems. The other people's problems. Not ours.
Like the litigation is their problem, but
I don't know. I think here's a problem. I don't even think that the legal system is holding companies accountable any longer. That I really don't.
When has it?
Well, that's my point. Is like,
has it ever?
No, but there hasn't been this way or mode of monetization of all things, right, with the internet. So like right now, like I feel like the court is just like the court's operating in like the 1700s, and companies are just dodging and weaving any actual regulatory experiences.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's really my issue. That's really like what makes me like pretty fucking liberal, is that like I just don't think corporations are people. Like that's the issue, is that you can't send a corporation to jail. A corporation, you can't. All you can do is fine it. You can't do anything to it, like punitive, other than financial. And like the Supreme Court ruled in a weird, I think it was a 13th or a 14th Amendment case, which is like the slave amendments, quote unquote, that a corporation has personhood and has the exact same rights as a person, which is silly.
Very silly. Because
all a corporation is it's limiting a real person's liability. That's all it is. Like, which is good. It's good because if everybody who wanted to start a business could lose everything if that business went under, nobody would start a business.
Correct.
So that's a good thing in principle. But you shouldn't have the same rights as a person.
No.
That's the difference. Like, you should have limited rights because capitalism is usually good, except when it's like completely unfettered and unchained, and then it turns into like the Gilded Age where you have fucking 8-year-olds working 80-hour weeks in the dark with fucking missing fingers and shit. And
Mom, do you have any more bread today?
Yeah,
I must work.
It gets dark. It's bad. It's not great.
Little Jimmy's dying of diphtheria, dude.
And just pouring fucking God knows what into the water supply. Like, it's not good.
He's setting mason blocks and eating limestone for breakfast.
Yeah.
You remember what you were like at 8, dude? You'd stick anything in your... You would, like, eat grass or whatever. Maybe not 8. Let's say 4. You know what I mean? 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Just kids out there that were working at 5 and 6, dude, just sticking lime in their mouth. I wonder what this tastes like, dude.
Yeah.
And they're just giving it a nice little taste.
Yeah. Mercury and shit.
So, I think...
asbestos?
It's crazy to me that companies can send as many charitable donations to whatever political campaign they see fit.
Well, that's weird too.
You know what I mean?
Nowhere else are you allowed to do that.
Yeah, I feel like we need some like Andrew Jackson style government where he just comes in and
where we move all the Indians out. I'm for it.
Well, no. Well, what he did is he broke up like major corporations, right? Yeah. In America, and he broke up
trusts.
Yeah, he broke up major trusts.
Teddy Roosevelt did that stuff too.
And the banking system, right? Like he fucking put a stop to all of that. That's what we fucking need. We need to take these companies, because here's the thing. People are like, oh, dude, McDonald's is paying $15 an hour right now. And it's like, yeah, the dollar back in the day used to be making like $24 an hour right now.
Yeah.
On a minimum wage salary. So like it's not adding up, and the companies can definitely pay it.
You could pay for college.
Something, right?
Working at McDonald's, you could literally pay your way through college and have next to no debt.
For sure. Well, that's another thing. Back in the day, people would say, I'm going to pay my way through college. I'm paying my way through. You don't hear no one say paying my way through college nowadays.
Because it's not possible.
They go,
if you could pay your way through college, you don't need to go to college because you make enough money to not go to college.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah.
We're just sitting there like, yeah.
Like there would be no point in going to college because it's not going to up your income at all because you're doing well.
Yo,
if you can afford to live and pay your tuition for a year of college, that's like, I don't know, 50, 60 grand. At 18, part-time. Because going to college full-time and working full-time is doable, but man.
Dude, listen, on Indeed, I seen a fucking Indeed listing for Chick-fil-A. 60 grand.
Yeah,
they
treat their employees pretty well over there, except for all the like weird Bible stuff.
Dude, listen.
And like, my pleasure and how may I serve you?
I felt so weird. I pulled up to the drive-thru, right?
Did you ask for a job application?
No. I'm getting like a fucking spicy chicken sandwich or some bullshit.
It's the move.
And it's like some like 16-year-old girl. And I pull up and she goes, "Hey, sir, how can I serve you today?" And I was like, "That's fucking creepy."
It's weirdly sexual. Maybe I'm a monster,
right?
But I'm like,
don't say that to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It makes me feel uncomfy.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't feel that way.
And then when everything she says, when you say thank you, she says my pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm like, how far could I take this?
It's so weird, dude. It's so weird, dude. It's like, all of the employees there have, like, daddy problems, men and women alike. They also have daddy issues. How can I serve you?
It's weird. It's super, like, North Korea-y.
Yes.
Like, I swear to God, this was years ago when Chick-fil-A first started having standalone stores outside the mall. I would go there, and there's this really cute redheaded girl that worked there. Like, adorable, beautiful girl. And I would see her all the time because I'd eat there, like, twice a week. And the one day, I got her to, like, break character. Like, she, like, blushed and smiled at me. And I was hitting on her. I don't know what the fuck I said. But I swear to God, I never saw Red again. They sent her to a re-education camp, relocated her. I don't know.
She left her job, dude.
I don't know what happened to Red.
She quit, dude.
No, I'm pretty sure they saw her break character, and they were like, That general manager that makes $60,000 a year said, not in my chicken Chick-fil-A.
You're out of your mind right now. He's like, you can't break character. We have mottos to live up to here. We have principles we have to uphold.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's just flapping dead chickens around in flour and just frying them up.
Allegedly, that's the best chicken. I know a chicken expert. You know a chicken expert, too. Same guy.
Who?
Nick. Nick C.
I don't remember.
You know him.
I'm trying to. I listen, my neighbors have chickens.
Ann Arbor Nick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a chicken expert.
Yeah, he like sells like mass quantities of chickens and chicken ovens. Like he does business with Tyson, and
I thought it was for like industrial meat products. I thought it was like
where do you think Chick-fil-A gets the chicken?
Yeah, but I thought it was like fryers and like
but like he's involved in all of it. And he was like, Chick-fil-A has by far the best quality meat of any place you can drive through.
No, listen.
It makes sense. It's tasty. They make a good product. That's why capitalism's good. Like, they don't have Chick-fil-A in fucking Soviet Russia. You can't get that there. They don't have it in Cuba. That capitalism is good for that. I mean, bad for the chickens. The factory chickens, but...
Listen.
The environment and all that. But
yeah.
It
tastes damn good chicken.
Capitalism tastes good. Let me tell you.
I'm gonna die slowly, one bite at a time.
God bless it.
Dude, my neighbors have fucking chickens, dude.
Huh?
My neighbors have chickens.
Oh, I thought you said never mind.
They're bad, bro. Listen, they have so much weeds in their yard that, like, I've never been a cop caller, but it's so bad I want to call.
I was going to say, that's almost like, I'm not racist, but, like, I've never been a cop caller, but
no, like,
I'm calling the cops on these people.
I want to, like, write to my congressman about these fucking people, dude. I mean, we're talking about, I've never seen these people mow their grass. I'm talking about, okay, Cookie Monster pajama pants.
Yeah.
That's what she wears.
Yeah, people of Walmart.
The people of Walmart. Listen, so I spent a long time getting my lawn together in the back, like laying seed and making sure it's all nice, and they have so much weeds that the weeds have spread into my back lawn, and like that was the first time I understood my dad's anger at his lawn.
Yeah.
I was like, that's why my dad used to get mad.
Coming of age.
You know, that's why he was pissed off about footprints on the lawn. You know, so I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is those people don't deserve chickens. Okay,
they don't deserve chickens.
They don't deserve to have chickens, bro. They don't deserve to be like. I don't even see them take eggs out of there. I don't know what they're doing with them.
Maybe
I think they're going back there and just fucking chickens.
They might be.
I think they're literally getting together late night and just fucking those chickens, dude.
It's possible.
I'm hearing squawks at weird times at night.
Dude, maybe. I sponsored a dude one time. He's doing my fifth step, or his fifth step. And for people who don't know, fifth step's where you like get rid of all your shit, people you're mad at, shit you did to people. Anyway, apparently he lived with this dude. And like I asked him if I could share this with other people because I was like, wait, what? He was like, yeah, he's listing off all the shit why he's mad at this guy. Like, he took advantage of me and took my money, and then I did this to him, and this and that, and he fucked his dog, and then this and that. And I'm like, whoa! What did you just say?
What?
But it was so funny because it was in like middle, and he just like skipped over it, and I was like, he was fucking with your dog? He's like, no, he fucked his dog. I'm like, wait, he fucked his dog? Like, while you were living with him? And he's like, no, like, right after I move out, he got arrested for fucking his dog. I'm like, what kind of dog was it? He's like, it was a pug. And I was like, oh, no.
How did he get arrested for it?
I don't know.
Let's break that fucking down.
Well, then he tells me that in whatever hillbilly county he was from, where the fuck is he from? It's not Ottawa County. I don't know, somewhere between here and Cleveland. It's not illegal or something? Because it's your dog. I don't fucking know. They arrested him, but then they had to let him go for some reason. I don't know. It was just weird.
So
people do like fucking animal stuff.
So there was, like, remember in high school, there was always that one video that went around in high school where, like, some girl in your high school class.
When I was in high school, we had dial-up internet, Cameron. There was no video going around. Man.
So did I. There was, like, listen.
It was on an over-the-shoulder VHS camcorder fucking video. There's a video going around.
Listen, man, I'll never forget, bro. There are videos, bro. Like, I swear it's every generation, because everyone shares the same story. At least in my generation, buddy, okay? Where just some girl is just fucking the family chihuahua, dude. She's getting...
Like a girl you know?
From high school, you know what I mean?
So a girl you know?
No, not a girl I personally know, but the video would go around.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Like Rotten.com type shit?
Or
E-Bombs World?
Kind of, but like you would know the girl, right? Like she would be at your high school.
Oh no, I don't know. I can't relate.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, yo, Vicky.
I grew up in the suburbs, Cameron.
Vicky got ate out by her poodle, and you're like, what? And you're like, yeah, I got the video, and you see Vicky's face, dude, and you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
It's there, bro.
I'd ask Vicky for her number, but
you'd ask Vicky after that. You're such a dog, dude.
Apparently that's what she's into.
Such a fucking
apparently that's
dog.
what she's into.
You're like, I'll be your poodle, baby. No, I was growing up, and when I grew up, my dad worked for my grandma, and she kind of, I'm not sure if this is a rumor. I was young, right? And she owned some acres, and she owned a restaurant out in the sticks, a little bar diner type deal. And we would go out there as kids with my cousins, and we would like hang out, you know, play whatever, do what we were doing, play hide and seek and shit. But there was this weird guy who lived by the woods, and whenever he would see us like come out into the woods, he would come out in the woods.
Yeah,
real creepy vibes, right?
Yeah,
like. You ever seen like what a scarecrow looks like stuffed? That was like his body formation, like just real pudgy and, you know, like
amorphous.
It was like he had a steady diet of sunflower seeds, chewing tobacco, and every once in a while a nice steak. You know what I mean? Like just all the fat in the wrong places.
Yeah.
So we would see this guy and we would fucking just beat feet, dude. We would go.
Yeah.
Because we always get stuck in these like 6-hour-long conversations about he was probably schizophrenic. Now that I'm looking back, he probably had some serious mental health issues.
Yeah.
So one day, my cousin's like, you guys shouldn't talk to him. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? He's like, he got caught at the Fulton County Fair fucking a horse.
I don't know. That sounds like a thing kids make up.
Maybe, but it was believable.
Just of all the animals that I could fuck,
what's the most fuckable animal?
I just know it's not a horse because that sounds dangerous. You're right. Like, if that horse doesn't want you there, like you're flying. And I have a feeling it probably doesn't want you there.
What animal would you fuck if you had to? Let's hear that, huh? Because you're the one who said it.
That's a strange question.
Well, you answered strangely. You said it. You don't think a horse
is the least fuckable?
Yeah. How do you know it's least fuckable?
Because it kick you in the fucking dick and fucking.
You don't know. Listen, I've seen.
I could handle a pug.
I've been around the web. What do you think? Those are just trained horse actors?
What? I mean, they have trained crisis actors at fucking school shootings.
So you're okay. I don't know, man. Jesus, what is this? The Alex Jones podcast?
I'm just saying.
This is the fucking Alex Jones.
I'm just asking questions.
Dude, I'm gonna get canceled before I even do anything. Talking about fucking school shootings being fake.
Yeah, I didn't say which one.
Oh, just
You guys all know which one.
The Illuminati. I just go out. I just come out in this like fucking like 20-minute Alex Jones by far is like the greatest.
He's my uncle.
You're yeah, no shit.
It's Uncle Al.
Dude,
Christmas is lit.
They canceled him and they gave him like all the power. Like, you see, the Illuminati is trying to cancel me and they don't want you to hear this message. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I ain't heard from Alex Jones, so
he's still out there, dude.
yeah, but not.
He's making bread still.
Hell no.
You don't think he is?
He lost that lawsuit.
Okay,
He's broke.
I don't know, man. He's probably coming back up from the ashes, dude. Let's see. Type in Alex Jones net worth. Let's see this shit.
I didn't think that I was gonna have to actually look anything up. Alex Jones lawsuit.
I'm looking at his net worth right now.
Alex Jones must pay damages to the you-know-which shooting families after calling shooting a giant hoax, judge rules. How do I scroll down on this weird computer? What the fuck? Oh, he looks unhappy there.
He's worth $5 million right now. So that's with all liquid assets. I mean, $5 million ain't bad.
A lot better than I'm doing.
Yeah, $5 million's not. It's not bad. Oh, updated November 2021. Let's see this updated net worth. Yeah, $5 million. I don't know, man. $5 million's a lot of money, especially for what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean he's selling all those
supplements
and shit,
survival kits and
supplements, so you can have the body that Alex Jones has. Fuck.
He's like, buy my products, you'll get fat. Yo, dude, this guy. I mean, listen. I think the problem with people like Alex Jones is like the news media proves him right a lot. Like just like with how they fake stuff. I would just wish there was some honesty in journalism.
No, that's the issue, and nobody's honest anymore.
Yeah, like Alex Jones is a liar. So is CNN. So is MSNBC. So is Fox.
It's all
you know
trash.
what I mean? It's like, can we just get some honesty?
The newspapers aren't as bad, but they're not great either anymore.
Yeah, because who's listening to newspapers?
The way
who's reading newspapers?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And like this, I saw an article the other day. It was Huffington Post, which is like a rag to begin with, but it was talking about Trump and the lawsuits to release the records from the insurrection or whatever at the Capitol, and it was like former President Trump, who incited and encouraged and caused, or no, it said attempted to overthrow the election results.
Oh yeah,
like that is not like, I mean, maybe he did, but that's what these court filings are to maybe try and prove. I'm not saying he did or he didn't, but it definitely hasn't been proven that he tried to overthrow the election results with the insurrection. Like that's horrible journalistic integrity.
I feel like the most common sense cause for everything, any doubt, right, is that people are just stupid.
People are dumb.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's not even that they're pieces of shit. It's not that they're evil, right? There are some evil people out there.
Are they dumb or are they ignorant?
They're willfully ignorant or dumb. One of the two.
Okay, so it's both of them.
One of the two, right? So, like, you're either willfully ignorant and you know what's going on, or you're so dumb you made this mistake and you don't want to have to, like, get onto, like, a public stage and be like, I'm an idiot.
Oopsies.
Yeah, like that's... It's not like there's some grave conspiracy of these. It's just like they're just dumb.
No, even smart people are kind of dumb.
Bro.
Like real smart people.
The older you get, the more you're like, man, I know a little about nothing. Like you're like you're grasping on straws. Like yeah. I don't know, man. And like, dude, newspapers have like subscriptions now. Like, I'm not gonna subscribe to the Toledo Blade for $7.99 a month.
Newspapers have always had subscriptions.
Yeah, but I'm talking about online, right? Like, I'm not gonna subscribe to daily Washington Post articles. Are you out of your fucking mind?
I think about it for like a big newspaper, not to the Toledo Blade.
Yeah, like remember that situation we were talking about before we got on the podcast where I told you we looked up that article or whatever. Like, I could only get the tip of the article because I had to pay for the rest. It's like I don't care that much to fucking buy this.
No, I'll just get my news from Alex Jones. That's just free.
I'll just listen to Lex Friesen's podcast that's the thing though. Podcast has become a new form of format of information.
Yeah, but there's no like accountability for it.
True.
And like Lex Friedman's voice is just
it's pretty bad, but the rest of the podcasts are good.
Yeah, the content's good.
Yeah,
it's just presented in a spectrumy kind of way.
Damn, dude, he would talk us down off this ledge we're on right now if he was with us, dude. He would just give us some cold, concrete, hard facts about his voice and why it's the best. Man. Why it's the best for his podcast, dude. I've tried. I did this TikTok thing where like I tried hitting like up like interesting people to do like phone interviews.
I'm telling you, dude, Opal fucking Covey. Opal fucking Covey.
I think she'd be too paranoid to get on this podcast.
And just tell her, just lie.
Lie about like how? Like lie how?
Just tell her you're not going to put it on the internet. You're interviewing her for fucking this new subversive paper that wants to get the truth out.
Dude, she's crazy. I remember the first time I seen her car.
Yeah, she's mentally ill.
Yeah, the first time I seen her car, I was like,
I feel bad for being entertained, but
I was like, that's a whole lot of methamphetamine.
It's not. It's mental illness.
You think so?
Yes.
What was her last name?
Covey. Covey.
Opal Covey.
And she's like hardcore. What is that? What's the Christian people with the snakes and speaking in tongues and shit? It's not a Presbyterian. It's
I would just say evangelicals, but
yeah, it's not though. It's a special kind.
Dude, she looks like she.
Oh, Pentecostals. Because at the Pentecost, all the disciples started speaking in tongues.
Dude, she has the same hair from the 60s.
I know, it's sweet.
Not a thing has changed about that.
She's like Toledo's Betty White.
She looks like Kim Jong-un is wearing a wig.
She wild.
She looks like some man strapped a wig on.
If the listeners don't know who Opal Covey is, Google YouTube, Opal Covey, Toledo, Ohio, mayor.
A rendering of Opal Covey's Fun Time Promenade Park. Oh, dude, this. Have you ever played Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Yeah.
Look at this. It looks exactly like Roller Coaster Tycoon. It looks like they got.
Wait, did she put that out?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Did her campaign put that out?
Yeah, dude. This shit looks like. Dude, I'm down. Roller Coaster Tycoon, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, this is straight from Reddit. Yeah. She looks like she's she looks like Richard Nixon's wife.
Now that you mention it.
she looks like weird. She looks like she would date Richard Nixon. Have a couple drinks with him. Sit down. You know what I mean? Get some nice government documents.
Conspire against the blacks.
You can't say the blacks nowadays, man.
No.
You can't say that, dude.
Why?
You just can't, man.
Those blacks?
No, that's even worse.
African Americans? That sounds worse.
I know, that's the thing though, like it is what it is. I don't even care. I really don't, but
I feel like I said the blacks so that it would be like in context with Nixon.
Yeah, he was racist for sure.
Yeah.
He was terrible.
Yeah, there's like, since he recorded everything, we know exactly who Richard Nixon was.
I think my favorite president of all time definitely had to be JFK.
Yeah, I remember that, man. Those were the days.
No, just cause, no. I'm not talking like politically. I'm talking about just the storylines, right? Like the George Washington.
Rich kid succeeds.
Okay, he was fucking swimming, saving people in World War II.
Yeah,
dude.
he did that. His boat got cut in half by a bigger boat.
Fucking, he was fucking doing some morphine. Fucking
lots of it,
dude. Fucking an actress.
You just like your president to be a rock star, war hero.
Yeah. That's okay. It's better than like George Washington. You know what I mean? Like
he's a war hero. Less rock star.
Yeah, less rock star. You know what I mean? But like, good old George, like on the dollar bill. Come on, we knew better. You know. And then like what presidents like? Listen,
I told you I want Alan Jackson on the dollar bill. What the fuck is more American than goddamn Alan Jackson?
I think probably our best presidents, probably Barack Obama, JFK.
I like Obama.
Yeah, he was just polished, man. He was polished. He was well spoken. He looked the part.
Yeah, he's not dumb.
He's not dumb.
Not dumb. We always learned. I took an AP government class. I learned a lot in it in high school. And what my teacher would always tell us is that great presidents are always two things. They're visionary, which means that they have an idea of what they want the country to be like, what policies can get the country to that, and that they're pragmatic, meaning that their vision is never ever going to come true, but they work with what's given them to make something happen. Like Obamacare is super not great, but he passed healthcare reform that is, in my opinion, better than it was before, that people have been trying to pass for like 30 or 40 years.
See, I didn't understand healthcare. I didn't understand healthcare when Obama was...
It's a Ponzi scheme.
When Obama was president, I didn't understand it, right? Because I heard like adults, right? Like I was freshly an adult, but I didn't understand what it was about. Now, as I'm coming into some formative adult years, I'm like, dude, I pay more for insurance than rent.
And you work in the healthcare field.
Yes.
And you work in healthcare.
Bro, how crazy is this? I gotta pay these fucking cocksuckers $250 out of my piddly ass paycheck. Every paycheck, right?
$250?
Every fucking 2 weeks.
That's
I pay $250.
Okay. So it's every 2 weeks.
So $500.
But still, it's a lot of money.
$500 fucking dollars, right?
Yeah.
I mean that's people's mortgages right now. That's a real nice fucking car payment.
Real nice.
That's like having a real nice car.
50, 60 G's.
I can go buy a fucking Tesla for $500 a month right now, right?
But you can also like not die.
So then here's the thing, right? I pay this money every paycheck. It's something like, I think it's like $12,000 a year. I'm not doing the math in my head right now, but it's like somewhere around $12,000, I think. Maybe 10.
If it's $250 a paycheck, it'd be $6,000 a year.
$500 a month.
It'd be $6,000 a year.
Okay, $6,000 a year.
Still a lot of money.
Still a lot of money. Then this isn't even the premium plan, bro.
It's probably super mediocre, just below mediocre.
It's below mediocre. I got the $4,000 deductible.
Yeah.
I got the $4,000 deductible, which means...
So really, your insurance is only good if something horrible happens.
Terrible.
Horrible.
Terrible happens to me. Catastrophic.
Yeah.
I get testicular cancer. I get into a major car accident. Whatever.
Right.
And then I pay this $6,000, right, and hope that nothing happens to me, right? Because I'm only going to need it if something happens to me.
Right.
And then when I actually need it, they're like, we need $4,000 actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the first time I had like grown-up health insurance that was mine, also super mediocre to like just below mediocre, and like I had to get an MRI done for something, but it was like nothing urgent. It's not like I had anything blown out. It was just like something was bothering me. And he's like, "Oh, I'll order you this MRI." And like I had either been on my parents' insurance, which my mom worked for the government, so it was like really good, like $20 copays all day. And maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was shitty, and like my mom just paid for it, and I didn't know. Who knows? Probably that one. Or I was on Medicaid where like everything's free, but you can't get like good like you can't get a heart transplant or go to fancy rehab.
Yeah.
But everything's free, like MRI, like basic healthcare. But I went in and they're like, that's going to be whatever $1,200, and I was like, wait, what? Like but I have insurance, and they're like, yeah, we don't care. Pretty much, like your deductible is whatever your deductible is.
You're out of network. being here. You're on a network bomb, so we take credit card, cash, or check.
Yeah.
No,
cashier's check.
Do you have Apple Pay?
Right.
Venmo? No, it's crazy, man. It really is, because like at least like the likelihood of me getting into a car accident, right? It's pretty high. I mean it's high. It's worth it.
Getting in a car accident is pretty high. Getting in a catastrophic car accident, not nearly as high.
Not nearly as high, but okay, that's fine, and I understand why you have to have the car insurance, right? And then it also pays out in the end, because like especially if you have like a financed car or you got a full coverage on a shitbox car, at least you're getting your money that's in that car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like to pay for a service that you might need but you're not sure, and then to pay more money after paying that money towards it is like incredible.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, and that's the thing about Obamacare, and that's what the Republican Party, how they tried to tank it. Like the mandate of you having to buy health insurance or having to have health insurance is because people like you and me keep the entire health insurance industry afloat because we don't need it. Like I don't get sick to where I have to go to the hospital and like stay there. Like I don't have to go to the doctor 12 times a year and a specialist another fucking 20 times a year. Like I go for a checkup maybe another time if I get sick and I'm good. So here you and I are paying $6,000 a year into this, only using a few $100s of that $6,000 to pay for older people or chronically ill people's, and that's what keeps it afloat. But the thing is there's huge profit margins for the insurance companies, which is why I think it would work better in the public sector, because there wouldn't be, you take out the profit motive. Yes, everybody would have to pay a share, but it wouldn't, I don't know. I think the rest of the first world does it.
I think
they're all right.
I think socialized medicine could work. I just feel like companies are too greedy and they won't. And they won't.
It does literally everywhere. And it's super imperfect everywhere. But like, they live, like in Europe, the life expectancy is longer. Infant mortality rates are lower. Like it works better for the most part. Like, do you have as much cutting edge treatments coming out of Europe and cutting edge drugs? No, you don't. But I don't know. But it's a balancing act. What's more worth it? It's like saving many people's lives, or because it's not like medicine would stop advancing if the United States made their fucking healthcare public. There's still money in innovation.
Here's the thing. I'm so dumb that I don't believe anything. You know what I mean? Like, so the reason I don't believe anything is because like I feel like everyone's trying to get over on me. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean they are.
Yeah, you know. So like I feel like Western medicine does not want to save you. I feel like they want to keep you alive long enough to make sure you pay back that $1,200 MRI bill. And you know,
it's like a weird institutional thing.
Yeah, and like they like play nice, like we're trying to save lives. No, the fuck you're not. You're not.
The individuals are though.
Sure.
It's like I said, like it's this weird, like it's the corporation, it's the system that doesn't, because the system doesn't incentivize that. Like the individuals, for the most part, do want that, but the individuals don't make the call. It's a collective of individuals who all have their own interests within these bubbles, but their own interests within these bubbles are to increase profit, or you lose your job.
It was crazy. Or your
kids don't go to college or whatever.
It was crazy. I was watching the news media, kind of like kowtowing around, like, if you're not vaccinated, we're not going to give you health care. Like, there was a lot of reports coming out from, like, more left-leaning states where, like institutions were talking about if people weren't vaccinated, how they were going to prioritize care.
Yeah, that's weird.
Which was like, what the fuck? Like, listen, some people are really fucking crazy about that vaccine shit, and like, if you told me, like, Cameron, if you get the vaccine, you will not get COVID, I would take it right now. I just would. I would take it.
Okay.
Right? But like some of these people, man, they're like, it's got a microchip in it. No, it doesn't, you dumb fuck.
You have a microchip in your pocket. They don't need to put it in your vaccine.
Yeah, like what are you talking about, man? Like, you don't even know how to get into your iPhone settings to take off your data collection. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, No, they're not putting a fucking microchip in a fucking in a vaccine, man. And I think that's the crazy part, you know. And I don't know. For me, here's the thing. When I read on the insert for the vaccine, it's like there's no known cure for coronavirus, and this vaccine is not known to cure coronavirus. Because I got the handout.
I mean, vaccines never cure anything. That's not a thing.
I know, but with the handouts, it said in black and white, like this vaccine is not clear for use for coronavirus, nor will it stop coronavirus. I got the Johnson & Johnson, I got the Moderna handout, and it said that in black and white. I'm like, well, then why the fuck would I take this?
It's legalese. It's because it hasn't been FDA approved through the typical channels.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, all indications are that the vaccine minimizes severe cases of corona. That's fairly well established.
Sure.
It decreases infection time. Can you still spread it even if you're an asymptomatic carrier? Yes, but it shortens the time that you can spread it. Does the vaccine completely prevent you from getting coronavirus? No. Does it completely stop you from spreading coronavirus? No. But does it what's the word I'm looking for? It's too late. It slows these things down. Like it makes it better.
Yeah.
So I mean, very few vaccines are 100% effective.
It's a protectant, you know.
Yeah. I mean, condoms are 99.8% effective or whatever. Do they work all the time? No, they don't.
Listen, I've been road dogging life for a long time.
So have I. Pull and pray.
Yeah.
Dear Jesus.
So like, I don't know. I feel like the problem with all of what we're talking about is just this major feeling of distrust and uneasiness. I feel like the reason why people are thinking that vaccine microchips are getting implanted into their vaccines, and the reason why people are so upset is just because they just have a general distaste and distrust for establishment, whatever that establishment looks like.
I mean, most establishments have done a very poor job of convincing us that they're trustworthy.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like I can't even be too mad at those motherfuckers who don't make no sense about vaccines.
Like, between the government and the pharmaceutical industry, shout out to Purdue Pharmaceutical.
Shout out, that's sponsor us.
They're just not. They're not trustworthy, except you, Purdue.
They're like, you can give Percocets to pregnant women. You know that?
Yeah. Give them to your kids.
Have you ever gave a 6-year-old Adderall?
Yeah. You should.
You should give your child Ritalin. They will love you. You think COVID's ever gonna you think COVID's going away? You think it's gonna be around like long term? Like you think like there's any like end of COVID or where it's like we figured this out, or is it like going to be just like a decades long thing?
I mean, it'll fade. I mean, people between the vaccine and natural immunity, it'll just be a thing. Like but it won't be as serious. You know what I mean? Like swine flu still exists. It's not a huge deal anymore. Like a lot of it's not going anywhere. It's going to be around forever. Like we've killed one virus ever.
What virus is that?
Smallpox.
Really?
Yeah. There hasn't been a smallpox case since late 70s, early 80s.
And that's not chickenpox. That's smallpox. It's different.
Smallpox, yeah.
It's different. Chickenpox is shingles, like baby shingles.
Smallpox killed more human beings than probably any virus other than maybe malaria in the history of the world.
What the hell? Listen to this. Chickenpox. Did you get chickenpox when you were a kid?
Yes.
So get this. This is baffling to me.
There's a chickenpox vaccine now. There wasn't when I was a kid.
Well, check this out. A viral infection characterized by red blisters all over the body. Cool. Right now, it's very rare. Fewer than 20,000 cases per year in the U.S.
Yeah, it's because there's a vaccine for it.
That's crazy.
There's a vaccine for it now.
Yeah. Did you take the vaccine?
No, it wasn't out. I had already had chickenpox.
No, I'm talking about COVID.
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
Which one did you get?
Pfizer, I think.
Got the Pfizer?
Yeah.
I think that's the best one.
It's kind of the Cadillac, you know?
Yeah, I think you're riding in like, you know, your immune system's riding around in like a
pretty sure
Benz.
I'm pretty sure I had COVID too. Like I'm pretty sure I had, like, 90% sure I had COVID. It wasn't bad for me though, because I was living in a treatment center. Jeez, this is so fucked up. The two guys across the hall both had it, and they both had it bad. One guy that lived in my apartment, I lived with two other dudes. One guy, this is so fucked up. He had it. He went and got a test, tested positive. He was making lunch at the rehab, didn't tell anybody that he tested positive, and just kept going. Kept going and making lunch.
He's just sticking his fingers in everything.
So that guy's my roommate. Good friend of mine, classy guy. I keep him classy. And then, so he was sick. My other roommate was sick. He didn't go get tested. And then I got sick. And, like, I didn't want to go get tested because they were going to quarantine me. But I also wasn't making food. And I was still going, but I was staying away from people. But I was only sick for... I coughed really bad for, like, a day and a half, maybe 2 days. And then that went away. And it was a weird cough. Like, a cough that the way it felt in my lungs is weird. And then I slept for, like, 4 days. Like, I just was completely drained. And then I was fine.
I don't know. So like this is like so novel, right? Like,
does it sound like I had COVID though? Just based on all the people around me.
Well, so you would think that, right? Because like this is what I'm thinking, right? Like I've been around many COVID cases due to the field I work in, right? Like I just have. I've been around it. Yeah. I've had to talk to people and their families. And I've had to like be like in arm's length of these people.
Yeah.
And like I've been sick.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I've ever had COVID. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the one time I thought I had it, I went and got tested, and like got sick that day.
Yeah.
Right?
And you just had a cold.
It was negative, and they're like, "Well, you might want to come back in a day because your viral load might not be there."
If you're symptomatic, your viral load's there.
You know what I mean?
Like if you have symptoms, like you're not going to test positive. If your viral load is heavy enough to have symptoms, it's heavy enough to test positive.
Right. Well, that's what she was. I went to like an urgent care because over on Lasky they do like instant test results or whatever. So I went there and she's like, "Well, if you just got sick today and you had symptoms, then you should probably come back tomorrow because you might not have enough viral load in your nose right now." Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, well, if I'm negative, I have to go back to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I went back to work, but I've been sick. Like I have been sick.
Yeah.
Like I was sick for like a good week.
Yeah.
Not like sick, but I was like feverish, sweaty, cough. Yeah. So like that's what's weird, right? Because like you would think like you're not sure if you had it.
No.
And it was like 2-day cough, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it makes me wonder that like if like this COVID builds inside of you over time, or because like it's so weird, man. Some people are like terribly healthy and they're dropping dead from it, and some people
not a lot, but yeah, it happens.
You know what I mean? Like it still happens, though, which is like weird. And like some people have COVID and they're fine.
I mean, that's how things have been since the beginning of time, man. And that's why it's like people assume it's what I was talking about with Trump. People want simple solutions. But, like, they don't understand that, like, literally every single human body is different. Every immune system is different. Like, your diet plays into it. Like, all shit that you got as a kid. Because, like, the common cold, as I understand, is a coronavirus. It's a strain of coronavirus. The virus looks very similar at the microscopic level. Like, it's a coronavirus. So, like, I don't know. Maybe you got exposed to a weird strain of the cold when you were 7 that has a similar fucking protein as COVID, and it maybe not makes you immune to COVID, but it helps your immune response to COVID so that you don't, who knows? Like, it would take decades to fucking figure this shit out.
Well, so that's the problem, right? Is that like, we like, I think the climate prior to COVID is what made COVID such a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, if we were all just able to, like, hey guys, take a deep breath. This is your Xanax.
Yeah, we're not doing this anymore.
We're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, but we were already so worked up over our lives.
Tightly wound,
that it was like, the world's gonna end. You know what I mean? Like, it was like the perfect, like, Spielberg movie where, like, you know, oh, this is gonna be a terrible pandemic that's going to, and we all just freaked out.
I don't think that vibe's going away ever. I just don't.
Do you think I think people realize how fleeting life is, though, from it. Like, they were like, you know what I mean? Because it was like kind of like slow turning for certain people.
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh shit, this is real. You know what I mean? Like, there's a virus I know nothing about.
Some people are like, this is fake. It's not even real at all. Some people are still on that tip.
It's because it makes those people feel better.
Yeah, it gives them a sense of control.
That's why they do that. It makes them feel a little better about you know, what life's like, and is this real? They can go, no, it's not real. That shit's fake. It's the common cold. Like, they're gonna clip this audio. They would clip this audio and be like, see, the common cold is a coronavirus strain.
It is.
You know what I mean?
I understand. I'm not a doctor or virologist. That's just my understanding. I saw it on the internet. Isn't it a meme? It's got to be true.
You've seen it on a meme?
I don't think so. This was when COVID first popped that I read this. Who knows where I saw it? Somewhere relatively reliable.
I don't know, man. I think... And then here's another thing. COVID really didn't change my life that much.
Mine either.
No, like, my life didn't really change. It was just like, wear a mask out in public. Do the things you're supposed to do.
It's not that big a deal. I don't like it. If I could skirt a mask rule, I would. But if they're like, I'm not that dude in Walmart, like, fucking my rights, like...
Bro.
There's a podcast that I watch, and they're just talking about, like, whatever makes my life easier. Like, I just want to be comfortable. Like, if I gotta wear a mask to avoid a fucking argument, like, I'll put on the fucking mask. Just like the vaccine, like, hey, well, if I don't live in a place where you have to have a vaccine to do stuff, but, like, if I did, like, I just want to go do stuff. Like, I'm not trying to fucking march for my... Just give me the poke so I can go do stuff. I'll get it over with.
The path of least resistance.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you get, like, Holocaust and stuff, but that's where I'm at.
You know, whatever's easier.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's, dude, I was at Walmart, and there was this guy talking about politics because the line was too long at Walmart.
Yeah, everything's...
And I'm like, yo, just take that shit somewhere else, buddy.
Yeah. It's weird. I mean, when Trump was president, like, everything was Trump's fault. And now that Biden's president, everything's Biden's fault. And it's, like, weird. And, like, some things are Trump's fault and some things are Biden's fault. But, like, most things are just, like...
everyone's fault.
It's just how it is. It's just, like, a system that doesn't quite work perfectly. Like, I guarantee you if Trump was president, like, all these weird supply chain shortages would still be happening. Just like if Biden was president, what was it, going on 2 years ago now? Like, we still would have had a pandemic. Like, the pandemic was not Trump's fault. He didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, could have he handled it better? Maybe, probably, in hindsight. Yeah, absolutely. Most things you can handle better in hindsight. I don't know. But, like, it wasn't his fault. Just, like, these weird supply... Like, there's not a policy that Joe Biden made.
So what I'm understanding about that supply chain thing is that it's because of the lack of commercial drivers.
I think there's a lot of reasons, and that's one of them.
But, like, I can't understand why, though. Like, my brain can't make it work.
Well, what a lot of people are blaming, and I'm sure it has to do with it, is, like, I guess, and this is me speaking off the cuff, that truck driving in California is hyper-regulated. It's over-regulated, which wouldn't be shocking, you know. Apparently, tractors have to be built after a certain year so that they can meet emission standards in California, which is tough. And then I think there's also some union thing where, like, owner-operators aren't actually banned in California, but they're effectively banned. So you can't just, like, own your truck. You have to be in a union in order to drive. And that's part of the reason, which I haven't looked super into it. That would make sense. But at the same time, like, we don't get everything from the Pacific Ocean.
Yes, that's what,
we get a lot of things from the Pacific Ocean, but, like,
hundreds of miles of coastline, right? And they're like
thousands,
right? Like, and they're just like, no, the supply chain broke down.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like, the supply chain is so complicated. Like, you can't just be like, oh yeah, it's because of drivers. Like, no, like, that's a simple solution to a really complex problem. Like, I guess they have trouble with labor on the docks is part of the problem. But, like, we're having... How much... I gotta think, and I could be wrong, I'm literally making this up, that, like, a significant portion of the meat in the United States is domestic. Mm-hmm. Because, like, it costs a lot to refrigerate meat on the ocean. You know what I mean?
Yes, that would be
like I'm sure a lot of it's imported, but like a lot like we have a lot of land in the United States. We have a lot of land where you can raise chickens and cows and fucking hogs. So why is there a meat shortage? You know what I mean? Like it's not just the ports. Like there's, and I don't know. It's beyond my understanding.
So on top of inflation, you see what suppliers are doing. They're to keep the price the same or to try in efforts to not make the price range so much. And the company's been doing this forever, but they're really doing it now. They're giving you the same packaging but with less weight.
Oh yeah,
you know.
I've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah,
like Lay's potato chips.
Yeah. And they do it
just
like
more air,
little by little, right? But now it's like major chunks of like, you know what I mean? They're like, it's only $5 still.
Except, you know who's not doing it?
Who?
Arizona fucking tea.
Yes.
Arizona
still
tea has been $1 at 24 ounces as long as I can remember.
Dude, good old fucking reliable. Back when I had Cottonmouth.
20 some years at least.
That's back in the day. You could buy. Get this. You could buy a nice McDouble for $1 and an Arizona iced tea and have a nice day.
No. You could buy a double cheeseburger, two slices of cheese, baby.
That's what I'm saying. That's they got like different names for double cheeseburgers now. You got the McDouble, the double cheeseburger, the I don't even know what they call the dollar double. You know what I mean? Like dude, a McDouble nowadays is like $1.69.
Oh my god.
What is this fucking?
Oh my god.
I'm not buying a junior bacon with fucking cheese. I'm buying a McDouble, and there's a reason I'm here right now. It's because I have $1. I have $1 fucking man.
Stand up for your rights, man.
Listen. My fat ass.
Stand on the counter of McDonald's and start yelling, "Let's go, Brandon."
Listen, dude. My fat ass will stand up for one thing and one thing only, and that's processed beef, McDonald's Americanism. That's it. That's it. It's the only thing. That's the only thing that's worth fighting for.
Actually, do you know where McDonald's gets their beef from?
Japan or something.
Argentina.
Horses.
Fun Snapple Cap fact, probably.
just
soy.
It's just they get it from my weird country neighbor, the horse that he fucked.
Yeah.
They go to some weird supply chain farm that's real seedy. It's got the cartels linked with it, and they're just chopping up horses. Did you see New York City firing all their cops right now?
I heard that they might. It's probably not going to go well.
New York, mounting trash, closed firehouses, fewer police and ambulances on the street.
Whoops.
Just what New York needed. Just what the seed of Satan needed, dude.
I mean, New York was good after fucking Rudy was president, or mayor. President of New York.
You are. When you're the mayor, you're the president of New York.
Yeah,
let's be frank.
New York's as big as a lot of countries.
Have you ever watched those like New York clips on Instagram or like any social media where they just interview random people on in Harlem or something?
No.
It's so crazy, dude. They're just like saying the most craziest things they can think of. They're standing on light poles dancing.
I mean, if you want to like de-gentrify New York, like just do what you're doing. Do what you're doing. All those hipsters can get the fuck out of town real quick.
They're like, yeah, Queens, Jamaica ain't it right now?
Man.
Yeah, it says...
Brooklyn's going to go back to being Brooklyn real quick.
Police officers, firefighters, and garbage collectors and most other city workers face a 5 p.m. Friday deadline to show proof they've gotten at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, which is weird because they're not enforcing the mandate, and the mandate was October 18th for the COVID vaccine.
Whose mandate?
It was executive.
The governor's or the mayor?
No. The president. The president set a mandate for October 18th.
I think that was just federal workers.
Really?
Yeah, the president can't regulate state workers.
I thought it was. I think
it's just federal workers.
I thought it was for all companies over 150 employees. You might be. I think you're right, though. You could be right.
Did that go through, the one with the big companies?
I don't know. Let me look it up. But it was just weird because I didn't hear anything about it. U.S. mandate vaccines or tests for big companies by January 4th.
Or tests. You have to get a weekly test if you're not vaccinated.
Yeah, but then we're at the same problem that we just talked about, which is like, I wonder how much that fucking test is going to be.
Yeah, I mean now they're pretty cheap.
I'm pretty interested in fucking. They came up with that new pill form. That the new antiviral drug for COVID. That
Ivermectin?
Okay, Joe Rogan. Did you see that podcast he did with the CNN guy?
With Sanjay Gupta?
Oh yeah, he torched him good, dude.
Yeah, CNN kind of sucks. It's not great. They shit on Joe Rogan for is ivermectin probably effective against COVID? No, it's probably not. It might be, but probably not. But it's also it's a people drug.
When he was like,
it's a people drug.
He was like,
it is.
He's like, why did CNN lie? And you could see him kind of like, if you're watching the video, he kind of shifted a little bit.
Oh no!
And then he was like, well, they didn't really lie, Joe. And he's like, no, they lied.
Yeah.
They said I was taking horse dewormer, and he was like, well, it was just...
Maybe they shouldn't have framed it quite like that.
Yeah, you could just totally see that PR in college, the class that he took, just coming right out.
He went with it, though, but then Sanjay Gupta went on Don Lemon, and Don Lemon's like, well, we didn't lie. Dude's such a fucking sycophant.
Is exactly what you think CNN would do. They did. They clipped Joe Rogan.
I just want to beat Don Lemon up, hypothetically, allegedly.
Dude,
in my opinion.
Dude, here's the thing. Those people who are a part of the media, in that corporate kind of media, are not real people.
No.
They don't live real lives.
No.
They're on TV. They're talking heads, bro.
I think they're reptiles.
Dude, that's fucking circa David Icke.
I know, he's the man.
David Icke,
the myth,
dude.
the OG.
David Icke, dude.
OG.
Dude, still going strong in 2021 fucking Reddit forums, dude.
He's not dead?
Who cares? He's probably a lizard.
I thought he was... He might be.
Dude, he's the king of lizards, dude.
I thought he was dead.
Dude, he's fucking hatching these lizards people he's talking about, dude. Every morning he wakes up...
He's in on it?
...to a new pet iguana. He's raising the Federation of Reptiles.
You're going to be president someday.
Hi, my child. You're going to come with me. Takes him to a nice little warm seat and sits down and reads Alex Jones' autobiography to him.
Oh, man. I just thought of a joke that I came up with 2 weeks ago, but I can't tell it unless it comes up in casual conversation.
Because it wouldn't make sense?
Yeah, and I can't bring it up because it's going to make me sad because we're not going to end up talking about it.
Well, bring it up in a conversation. Try to bring it up.
I'll just say what the joke is. It won't be funny, but it's completely out of context.
Okay.
But Gabby Petito. Mm-hmm. And then she's dead.
Sure.
And her boyfriend is allegedly dead. Sounds like he's dead, but there's
speculation.
David Icke's no, he's not. Somebody's saying he's not. That something didn't match. I don't know, but they're both dead. My theory.
QAnon started roping in Brian Laundrie into...
They found Hillary's emails.
We might have talked about Gabby Petito. We might have. Did you see the video where his parents were handing a garden bed, some weird shit?
I don't know anything about it. I just know. I know that she's dead and he killed her pretty much.
For sure. But the reason there was speculation is because his parents were just gardening and they stuck their hands somewhere in the garden bed and they're he's there. He's under the garden bed.
Parents are probably in on it.
TikTok is crazy, bro. You get to see all the crazy people just say whatever they want.
Just go to the bus stop.
No, dude, because those are the crazy people. Those are the people who are I'm a millionaire, and it's buddy, you have no shoes on. You have no shoes.
You just bummed a quarter of a cigarette. You took shorts on my cigarette.
What do you mean you got $1 million, dude? You ever see that one guy who walks around Toledo with a suit and tie on the west side?
The Middle Eastern looking guy, he's Turkish or something?
Yeah.
And he always says, magnificent.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my dude. Dude, I swear to I almost fucking beat the shit out of this dude one day. I was at the ATM. And I'm in my car. Yes. Key Bank at fucking Secor in Central. I'm at the ATM withdrawing, I don't know, a couple $100, whatever I was withdrawing, who knows. Money from the ATM. This motherfucker rolls up on me how are you doing today? But I just caught him out the corner of my eye, and I'm danger. You don't
fight or flight.
Yeah, you don't walk up on somebody
at
a fucking ATM like that.
No shit.
God damn.
No shit, dude.
I didn't have a fucking gun. I would have shot him.
You know what that guy's spiel is, right? You know what he does?
He just fucking goes around wishing people a magnificent day.
No.
He's like a smiley face guy.
No, that's the thing.
He's just spreading goodwill and cheer like
Shut
fucking
the
Jesus
fuck
and
up.
Johnny Appleseed.
No, dude, I've watched him. I was homeless over on this side of town before. This is what he would do.
You smoke crack with him?
No, but I have smoked crack with a few homeless people on that side of town. It would, you know that like little like office space behind that BP? There's like office spaces behind the BP next to Home Depot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, some shit used to go down over there. Some
Yeah.
shit used to go down. There's a guy named Tito. Anyways.
That was the exit route for me.
Yes.
Allegedly.
I was just talking about living in...
Hypothetically.
I was talking about living in those sheds back in the day by Home Depot.
Yeah. I know people who've done that.
So this motherfucker, he'll go, "Hello, I am Mr. Magnificent," right? And he would ask you for your name, right?
Yeah.
And if you bought into his shit, he would start giving you compliments. T is for...
Yeah.
Right? And so he works his conversational piece in as a way to ask you for money.
Okay. I thought you were going to say he has my social security number, like he tricked me into
No. He's just literally asking you for money.
Hey,
that's what he does. At
don't
the
knock
end of
the
it.
hustle.
He goes, right. Well, here's the thing. Here's the problem with that, right? I don't care about myself enough to care about your compliments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't believe your compliments.
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm a terrible human being, buddy. And I have no money.
And I'm broke.
You know what's really cool about being an adult? When you have a debit card and people ask you for money, it is the perfect reason to not have money.
Your debit card?
I got a card, man. Sorry. And just go on with your day.
Yeah, but now it's just like, you got Cash App? You got Venmo?
Dude, I've never had someone so fucking ballsy to do that to me.
Dude, there's a dude flying a sign that has his Cash App on the sign.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking modern problems require modern solutions. Forward thinking is all get out. He probably makes a fucking boatload of money.
People are just sending him Uber Eats.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, you got $1? I don't have any money, man." He just points to the sign like, cash tag.
Go ahead.
Cash tag homeless AF.
Send that in. I need $1.07 so I can get the whole dollar.
Yeah. Make double.
Yeah, dude. No, that's great. What street?
I don't remember. I think it might have been Sequoia in Central though. I don't know, man. Lately in the summertime, they out here.
They're out here, bro. Listen, I gave one homeless person money in active addiction, right? Which is most of my life, right? And I've only given money to one person. And I gave it to him because he looked so bad.
He looks so homeless.
He looked so fucking homeless, man. And like his sign was like, lost everything, house burnt down. And like, I gave him $5 on my way to go cop heroin while I was homeless in my car.
Yeah.
My drug dealer pulls up, calls me, says, "I gotta serve someone real quick, and then I'm gonna get to you." And I see my drug dealer serve the guy I just gave $5 to.
Something similar happened to me one time. I didn't give him any money, but like this dude told me to meet him somewhere, right? It was the same area. Monroe and Secord, like right at Kroger. And like I'm there waiting to meet this dude, you know how it is. And like he pulls up, right? And there's a panhandler right there. And like I start walking towards the car, the panhandler runs across the street, gets in his car, and they drive off. And I call him, I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, man, I'm on the way. I'll be there in a second." I'm like, "Did dude just get in your car?" He's like, "Nah." Dude, drug dealers are the most gaslighting motherfuckers on the planet. Like, they will deny till they die. He's like, "No, you didn't see me."
What? Why couldn't he just say yeah? You know what I mean?
Because he just wants to gaslight me. And then he drops this motherfucker back off and drives away again.
And then circles back around for you.
Yeah, but it wasn't like circles back around. He like went and did some other shit.
He's like, "You ain't got nowhere to be."
Yeah, but like I had money too. Like it wasn't like I was getting like a fucking 10 or 20. I had like a decent amount of money. And I don't know what. Maybe I don't know. I don't understand them. Dude, I had a drug dealer. He was like allegedly around the corner. It took him like an hour and a half. He was on his way from around the corner, like I'm saying 3/4 of a mile away, for like an hour and a half. Every time I'd call him, he would say he was like the next street from where he originally started. I'm calling him every like 20 minutes. And he'd be like the next street from where he previously was. And then one time he's like, "Oh, I'm on your street." I'm literally standing in the middle of my street. It's not that long. Like, I can see both ends of it. I'm like, no, you're not, dude. He's like, I'm on your street. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm on your street. Just gaslighting you. It's like you like cheating on your girlfriend and like you're fucking some chick and she walks in on you like, you're cheating on me and you're still fucking old girl. And you're like, no, I'm not. And she's like, yes, you are. I can see. You're like, no, I'm not. Like,
I did not have.
It's just toxic, man. Just a toxic relationship I have with my drug dealers, man.
Like, why lie?
Yeah, just be like, I don't care that much about my job. I know you're not going to fire me because you need it.
Jesus Christ, dude. I fucking... my mom has this bad habit of giving, like... She doesn't give people money, but she gives panhandlers, like, food. That's what my mom does. Yeah, that's what she does. She gives them food. So...
Did she, like, throw it at them?
No, my mother's a sweet woman. And, like, the sweetest of sweet woman, right?
Yeah.
And my poor mother would have many interactions with this particular panhandler, right? This, you know how much balls this motherfucker got? He's over on Talmadge and like the Talmadge and Sylvania area.
Okay.
Now, like, my mom lives behind that church right there.
Yeah.
He fucking sees her pull down that street, right?
Things up run.
No. He goes to the house.
Oh, no.
Later on, because he walks that neighborhood and sees her car.
Yeah.
And then he knocks on the door and tries to sell my poor mother gift cards.
I mean, 50 cents on the dollar?
50 cents on the dollar.
Shit!
50 cents, he tries to sell my mom gift cards, dude.
Send them my way.
Well, for sure. But, like, my mom, like, I was yelling. I'm like, are you crazy? You're just out here just having panhandlers walk up to your front door? Like, it's not even your son anymore.
Right. I'll buy that shit.
No, dude, fucking... Yeah, that was the worst, dude. I would like to think if I was ever a drug dealer, I'd do it way better than they do it.
Yeah, they're not good at their jobs.
No, you know what I mean?
They're not real capitalists.
I feel like I'd be great at customer service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be upfront and honest.
Yeah. I'd stamp all my bags with not for human consumption. That way I couldn't go down when somebody fucking dies off that shit. Like, it said it on the bag.
I don't think that'll hold up in court.
I mean, we're going to try.
Well, that's another thing, bro. It's like, dude...
You're like, Mr. Jones, I appreciate your creativity.
What crazy fucking drugs are they going to concoct next to you know what I mean, for people to fucking use? Like, I'm getting people coming in.
I don't know. We've been using the same few for the past several hundred years, and they seem to work just fine.
No.
They're just different varieties of the same thing.
That's what I'm saying, though. Is like, I've been having people come... I've been in this community long enough where, like, people are coming in now and they're like, yeah, I got this Xanax off of China and I can't stop having brain bleeds from seizures. And I'm like, oh, that's great.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Those drugs will phase themselves out of the market because, like, there's no more capitalistic market than a black market. You know what I mean? It's regulation free. So, like, the best products will filter their way to the top. That's why heroin's amazing.
Yeah, but, like...
It's tried and true.
Is it really that's how it works, though? Because I don't think anyone's, like, being really picky on their fentanyl heroin consumption. Like, you...
Yeah, but it's being passed off as the same thing. That's part of the problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, this is the reason why now I think it's important that we do something to legalize this substance or do something. Is because, like, bro, 92,000 people died in 2020 in America. No, in America from opiate overdose. Like, enough to fill the Alabama stadium. Like, we got to, like, I don't want to enable it, but, like, there's got to be something that we can do collectively to be like, let's mitigate this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, can you bring back Oxycontin?
Right.
Like,
yeah. A lot less people would overdose, that's for sure. You
know what I mean? Like, and it's just like...
Make Oxy's $30 again.
Now that's a campaign I can get behind. No, but, like, I'm being serious, man. Like, it's gotten to the point where, like, you can't just, like, brush off the numbers anymore and just, like, pigeonhole it and be like, well, they shouldn't be doing that. Like, bro, your grandma's doing fentanyl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, isn't there something wrong there? Like, can't we... I don't know, have blue lights in gas station bathrooms or something?
I don't know. I think it's silly to make really very many things illegal because it's not effective. It's just like guns or drugs or gambling or prostitution or anything. Like, if there's a demand for it, people will get it, but it won't be regulated. Like, I'm all for fucking making everything legal, regulating and taxing it.
What do you think about
using the tax money to fucking I'm looking for the same word I was looking for earlier and I can't find it.
Mitigate
the harms caused by, like, a sin tax.
Yeah.
Like a sin tax, that money is used to mitigate the negative effects of the quote-unquote sinful thing.
For sure. And tobacco products kill fucking millions of people. And people pay... I can guarantee you...
Yeah, but the thing is tobacco use has gone down. And, like, if you take vaping and artificial nicotine out of the equation, because that's a new weird thing. But, like, even before that, smoking rates had gone down and down and down and down because of the money used to educate the public about the harms of smoking that was used from the sick. Did people completely stop smoking? No. And part of it is that they tax them out of affordability. Like, well, people in New York don't smoke.
Well, I don't know, man, because I feel like you can make a pack of cigarettes $3 and there's going to be that motherfucker who's buying them packs of cigarettes for $30.
Yeah, but there's not going to be fucking millions of them. True.
And you know what's weird? They put a tax on all the menthol cigarettes.
Yeah, people say it's because they want to tax black people.
Like, bro, when I was a teenager buying cigarettes illegally, I was buying Marlboro 72s. I was buying, Parliaments.
The shorts?
Oh yeah, they were like buy one get one half off. I was underage. I got to get like 2 packs with the $7 lunch money.
Dude, when I was in college, they used to give out free cigarettes.
What?
Yeah, those were the days. The Camel girls would go to the bars, and you would have to, like, give them your email address and show them your ID, and they would give you a free can of snus and, like, 2 or 3 packs of smokes of your choice. They would have multiple kinds of Camels.
What the fuck?
But the thing is these reps they would work all week long. They would just be at different bars, and, like, I would just, like, figure out their schedule, and I would just get, like, 2 3 packs of smokes. You know what I mean?
They couldn't see that you were in the system already, or none of that.
It was every day. You just couldn't do it twice in the same day.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure it's illegal as fuck now.
Wow.
To give out free cigarettes.
Soliciting free cigarettes. You want some cancer, little boy?
Yeah.
You've been in college, huh? You're a cowboy in college shooting whiskey.
Yeah.
How about we give you smoke death?
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
I was already doing heroin, then cigarettes. It's fun.
You were just like looking at him, like eyes half closed, like, can I get a cigarette?
I just want one, man.
Oh, 3? You were like 3 packs?
Ask the rep, like, can I get shorts on that? Like, for your ID, we'll give you 2 packs. Like, what?
You're like, I want to go sell one of these packs, I think.
For sure.
That's nuts. What was living on at Ohio State's campus? What was that like?
I don't know. I don't know how you want me to answer that question.
I want you to answer it honestly. Was it like college movies? Was it like the actual feel of a campus? Like,
Ohio State is so unfathomably big. Like, if you just include, like, the actual campus where there's campus buildings, there's 2 campuses. There's main campus. Main campus is huge. It runs from 10th Street to what is effectively, what would that be, 22nd Street? So that's just north to south, 12 city blocks. North to south. East to west, it's pretty square, so it's huge. And then if you add in the areas where students mostly live adjacent to campus, it's more than twice as big. It's huge. So, like, you have pockets of just wild. And then, like, there's pockets of, like, mild-mannered college kids. And then there's pockets as you get further off of, like, some college kids, some regular-ass people. Like, right next to the university. Like, High Street and Lane Avenue divide the actual campus from where people live. Just off of Lane or just off of High, it's wild, especially during football season and when it first starts to get warm during springtime. Summer it's pretty low key. Winter it's pretty low key because you got to walk everywhere. There's nowhere to park there, so you can't drive around. Nobody gets DUIs, like nobody, because you can't park anywhere, so you can't drive because there's no parking. Good way to limit fucking drinking and driving. Just Don't let anybody park anywhere.
Can you imagine just the Gen Z people going to college right now catching DUIs and OVIs on fucking electric mopeds?
Yeah, I think about that every time I go downtown now. But no, the first night I went there, it was for like orientation, and I was supposed to stay in the dorms, but I went and stayed with my cousin. Fucking got drunk. Or no, that wasn't the first night because it wasn't that wild. That was summertime. No, the first night I stayed there. I went out with some friends. We walked around, and like I saw a fucking beer bong coming out of a 3-story window, and I was like, "Oh, this is home." And like, it's definitely not as crazy as it used to be because now Michigan Week is the same week as Thanksgiving.
So people are gone.
People are gone. It used to be Michigan. It wasn't like Michigan Day. It was Michigan Week. It was like a whole thing. Like, you remember how you had Spirit Week in high school?
Yeah.
It was like that with like
a whole
copious
city.
amounts of alcohol in a whole city and like irresponsible college kids. Thursday night, everybody would jump in the lake in late November, and like people would be publicly drinking open containers in this lake with like floaties, and it's like 20 fucking degrees out. And then, like, they had people get hypothermia, and, like, the lake's really shallow. They had people, like, breaking their necks because they were diving in, drunk. But Michigan Week was the whole thing. Like, I've been to a party with, like, 30 kegs. Literally, a 30-kegger in one house. Like, 300 people, like, fuck a fire marshal. And, like, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have block party. There was Chip Fest, and then there was a block party on Woodruff. They would get tear gassed almost every year. Like, it was so crazy too because like they let you get away with anything. There's just a couple things they didn't want you to do.
They were like, don't burn down businesses.
Yeah, that. But no, the block party. It was literally a whole block, like a whole city block on both sides of the street, where every single house was throwing a party, and like you could walk in between the houses, people drinking in the front yards. Didn't matter if you're underage. They just don't want you in the street. That's the only rule. Just don't be in the street. You walk around with an open container, doesn't matter. Just stay out of the street. And every single year, everybody would pour into the streets, and the fucking the fucking police tank would come by shooting tear gas every year.
It was just a Monday.
It wasn't a Monday. It was usually Friday or Saturday, but this is a Saturday usually, I think. But yeah, I mean,
just a couple of corn-fed college boys.
It's not like that every day though. But like sometimes, like it's like a movie. Like college parties in a movie. Like there were frats that had like fucking mud wrestling in their fucking like KY mud wrestling, not mud wrestling, but like just KY jelly. They'd buy fucking $1,000 worth of KY jelly and have fucking wrestling matches.
Can you imagine me?
Like it gets wild. Well, again, it's not like it every day or even every weekend, but like.
Can you imagine what that kid requesting Apple Pay money from his poor mom for like she's like, what's this for, honey? He's like, books, and it's just KY jelly.
Yeah, I would do shit like that, except it was heroin. See, I threw away a lot of that because I was just doing so many hard drugs that like really I experienced like maybe a year and a half of that before it got bad. 2 years, my freshman year and my sophomore year, I was doing hard drugs, but wasn't like completely dependent on them. But after that, I was just hanging out in heroin dens and shit. My college experience was not the same as your typical American.
So was there like college kid dens of like heroin addicts who would just be like closeted heroin addicts while they were going to college, or is it like
you don't go to college very long while you're a heroin addict?
Okay.
Like I limped through a whole year, and like I hung out with some other college kid, but not a lot. It turns into a mixed crowd real quick. Like there's a couple.
It's like that one old guy, it's like 40.
A few. I hung out with a bunch of like old deadheads. That's who I hung out with when I was doing dope. Like old deadheads who like lost the dream. That's sad.
They gave up back in the 80s.
Early 90s when Jerry died. Yeah. When Jerry died, they lost their way, man.
They were just still trying to party, dude. They were just like, they were like, man, dude, I can't keep going to fucking to festivals anymore, man. Guess I'll go home, man.
Just do heroin, smoke crack. Yeah. No, it was pretty shitty after that point. Like, I mean, I could have had a lot more fun, but because I mean, it was fun at first. But like, I don't know. That's
incredible, dude. There, I think Beanie Babies has something to do with the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, there's a bear called Garcia. I had one and I sold it for like $200 and bought a PlayStation. My grandma got me the bear.
Your grandma probably didn't even know, like, what... Did she know, like, it was for, like, Deadhead? Did she know, like, it was, like, for the Grateful Dead, the
I don't
Beanie
know.
Baby?
It's a tie-dye bear.
Yeah, I see it. Right now it's going for $166
I
on
sold
eBay.
mine for more at the time. She knew that I sold it. But my grandma had, like, the Beanie Baby plug. I don't know where she was getting them, but she would get them. I don't know. There's some gift shop in town. I think it was in Southwick Mall, probably, because she worked at Lion's Store at Southwick forever. And she had the plug.
My poor grandmother thought she had, like, this, like, great investment idea. So she was just buying Beanie Babies.
It was at one point, if you would have dumped them.
She was just buying these fucking Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
And finally she was like, I'm ready to sell them. They're like, yeah, they're worthless.
Yeah. No, at a certain point, if you could get them for $5, literally even the most generic Beanie Baby, you could sell it for $20. Just whatever. And that's how much they were. They're $5, I remember. And, like, if you could get a hold of a Beanie Baby, didn't matter which one, you could fucking triple your money today.
That's capitalism.
Something.
That's that. And that's also what's weird, too, is, like, you're seeing a lot of old trends come back nowadays. You're seeing a lot of, like, weird trends, like, come back around.
That's like the story of eternity.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's always been like that.
Nothing new's under the sun. That kind of thing. As above, so below.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like anything that exists long enough, because, like, if you, like, go way back in time, like, think about, like, other empires, like the Romans and shit, the only thing different about ours is that we've technologically advanced way faster. Like, if you don't think trends went in and out of, like, places like that, I mean, how many different ways can you wear your toga? You know what I mean? Like, 5.
Until you just don't wear a toga.
So, yeah, they got into that, too. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's always been like that.
Can you imagine that one hoarder whose just whole house is full of Beanie Babies? It's just
The hoarders, there's Beanie Babies and, like, old cat food and newspapers.
Yeah, but we're talking about a whole upstairs dedicated to a Beanie Baby collection, and they're just still holding on. They're like, I'm gonna sell these one day.
I mean, the Garcia Bear's worth $166.
Yeah, dude, but they don't got that, bro. They got like they got like the fucking mids of Beanie Babies, dude. They bought all of the most terrible Beanie Babies they could find, and they're telling their grandson, "I'm gonna pay for your college one day. Granny's gonna get you into the best college you can ever be in." And
then you're their grandson.
And then, yep, that's right. It's full fucking circle, dude. Full circle, dude. You know, my grandma used to call me Mr. President.
Yeah.
More like heroin addict.
I mean, JFK made it.
It was legal back then. They just called it morphine or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, man, thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir.
It was a treat to have you.
Thanks.
You guys go ahead and follow the Agro Labs podcast. Thank you for your support. You can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Check us out on Redbubble at the Agro Labs fam. We have an online shop. We're selling hoodies, we're selling shirts, and we're also selling hats, guys. Help support the podcast because I'm tired of doing this out of the garage, and I need some better equipment. Thank you guys for listening, and have a good night.